Oh, well, thank you for asking that question, actually. That's a wonderful question. Let me respond as follows. The city of Cape Town has an extraordinary coastline, 307 kilometers of coastline. Much of it, not all of it, but much of it absolutely pristine and available and safe and open for the public and visitors alike to use and enjoy. And the city tests the water at our 8 blue flag beaches every single day and publishes the results of those tests online at an online water quality dashboard that anyone can log onto on our city website right now. And by and large, of course it is not exclusively true, a categorical statement, but by and large, the water quality at those beaches is good. The definition to earn a blue flag status is that the water quality must be between good and excellent. I believe it is 95% of the time. It might be 93. Don't quote me on that exact percentage, but it's well over 90%. It has to be. That is independently audited by an international body called Wesley and confirmed. And they assign the blue flag status, not us. We do not mark our own homework. They assign it for us. And so they have done so. And so what really annoyed me was that a particular media house, I'm sure they're here today, so I don't want to pick, it's not about the journalists, of course, it's some editor that decided to take this line. But they said that the city of Cape Town was misleading the public about our blue flag status and in fact had been dishonest. And that is absolutely categorically not true. That is a false and fabricated statement by that media house, and that is what we took serious exception to. We have never claimed that the water is absolutely flawless, but in fact, in the reports of those own, and in fact, by the way, those alternative researchers that did their own testing, they did, correct me if I'm wrong here, Sue, you're on the WhatsApp group, I think they did 9 tests, was that it? 9? The city of Cape Town tests all of those beaches every single day, so we have built up a database of literally thousands of tests. They tested 9, and they found that I think in 2 of them, they found very low levels of eColi, perfectly safe levels of eColi, but in 2 of them they found 2 levels of something called enterococci that was too high. And even in their own interviews, they clarified time and time again that they were not suggesting that the city of Cape Town had been dishonest. They had simply found these test results that they were concerned about. So it's actually the media line that we had misled the public that I took most exception to, and which they have now corrected, by the way. That media house has withdrawn that story, deleted it, and deleted all of their posts about it. So it is absolutely true that at other beaches, which are not those blue flag beaches, there are some beaches that are very polluted. Mostly those are the beaches around our river outfalls, because the rivers in Cape Town are polluted, particularly rivers that travel through informality. So once again, it has never been our claim that every single square or every single meter of those 307 kilometers of coastline is pristine. Our claim was that the city, the residents, visitors can enjoy our blue flag beaches knowing that those are absolutely clean and safe and excellent, and all of the tests are published online. So it's frankly a meaningless statement of Mr. Tresfin, I think, to say that the Milnerton Beach is polluted and yet we're claiming excellent water quality. We've never made that claim about Milnerton Beach. Milnerton Beach is closed to the public because of the state of the Milnerton Lagoon. So we have never made that claim. So I have a lot of admiration for him, by the way. I admire his beautiful photographs of Cape Town from the air, but he is mistaken if he thinks that is what we have claimed. We have not claimed that. We are making the simple statement that you can go, we are transparent about our water results, they are all online, we have got a magnificent coastline, the larger proportion of which is absolutely fine and safe and healthy and beautiful for the public and visitors alike to enjoy. And I think that that's something that we should appreciate as a city and enjoy it together. Now, let me say, on the second half of your question, that's almost the most important part, because if even a cursory kind of insight or knowledge of our city's budget will show you that the huge majority of our money, our capital projects, is going into water projects. A lot of it is pipe upgrades in communities, as I've spoken about today, but a huge amount of it is water treatment plant upgrades and sewer treatment plant upgrades. And there are 4 treatment plants all receiving huge upgrades in the city. That is the Potsdam Wastewater Treatment Works, Macassar Wastewater Treatment Works, Athlone Wastewater Treatment Works, and Mitchell's Plain Wastewater Treatment Works. Now, 3 of those projects are already underway. Potsdam is under construction, Athlone is under construction, and Macassar is in fact about to start construction. It's not quite underway. Zandvliet is already done. We finished the upgrade and opened it last year. It has got state-of-the-art upgrade and capacity and is producing absolutely top-notch effluent discharge into the system. So there's no other, perhaps that My City project, that's about close on 8 billion rand. But other than that one My City project, there is no other project in the city getting a bigger allocation than wastewater treatment work upgrades. So the system is under pressure, but it is absolutely receiving the attention it requires. And as for your statement of intent, of course I'm deeply committed to cleaning up these water bodies. We've had a lot of success, by the way. I feel like the message from this WhatsApp group is always constantly the city is not doing enough. By the way, they have never actually made a constructive suggestion for how to deal with the coastal outfalls, because they are not easy things to deal with. They've been there for nearly 100 years, and they are ubiquitously used across the world. There's hundreds of them around the world. But they're a very, very, very expensive and tricky problem to deal with. So the statement of intent, if you look at our programs, you look at our dredging, we're about to start dredging the Sikuflei. Later this year, we will be dredging the Milnerton Lagoon. You look at our river cleanup programs, 20 new litter booms last year, another 20 new litter booms this year. All the litter socks, all of this stuff. I could go into so much detail, which I won't do now, because maybe not everyone else is on the WhatsApp group. But I tell you, we are absolutely committed to improving water quality, but it is not an easy thing to do. I will just leave you with one last thought. So committed are we that we have been meeting regularly online with the government of Paris. And in fact, I will be spending some time with them later this year. Thanks very much to the French consulate for arranging that. But we've been meeting on Zoom with the mayor of Paris, who is engaged, or was engaged until recently, in the biggest river cleanup project in the world to prepare the River Seine for the Olympics. That river project alone, not the rest of the Olympics, that river project alone cost 1.7 billion euros. 1.7 billion euros. So it is not an easy thing or a quick overnight thing to clean up extremely polluted urban waterways. But we're on the right track. Sorry for the detailed answer, but you asked for it.